Hari Om. So I'm continuing part 5 of Sree Narayana Suktham. Very important part about the Atma and how the paramatma is there and the energy and all. Both 4 and 5, and finally I'll give after this I will give a small explanation. तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणीयोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः नीलथो यदमध्यस्ताद् विद्युल्लेखेव भास्वरा नीवारसूकवत्तन्वी पीतावा सत्यनुपमा तस्या शिखाया मध्ये परमात्मा व्यवस्थितः सब्रह्म सशिव सहरिसेन्द्र सोक्षर परमस्वराट. So if you chant as a poetic form in the chandas, it will be a little bit elongated and it will be a cumbersome process for division. But in the prose format, if you start deciphering, then it is very nice to understand the artha. So tasya madhye vahni shikha. Tasya office madhye, no, tasya madhye Mahanagri we saw in part 4. Here another continuation again. Tasya madhye vahni shika aniyo urdhva vyavastita. Tasya office idam shabdam only sahatautai tam tautan tena tabhyam pundlingam only tena tabhyam taihi tasmai tabhyam taibhya tasmata tabhyam tebhya tasya tayoho tesham. 6th vibhakti office. Tasmin, in him, on him. That is 7. You will also get that. Tasya madhye, in the center, vahni. What is vahni? It's a Vedic word for fire. Agni, energy. It's a Vedic word. Agni is for all same. Vahni. Vahni tamam, papritamam, jushtatamam, devahutamam, we say in the chanting. Vahni, tasya madhni, vahni shikha. Now, shikha has two meanings. We know shikha is what they call as a tuft of hair tied to a Brahmin on the back. For it is a moral dress code for a Vaidiga to do the puja ceremony on behalf of us. But here another parallel meaning is flame, tongue, shikha, something like that only, but tongues of flame. So it's a tongue of flame. It's a flame of the Vahini. The Agni. Vahni means Agni only. So tasya madhye vahni shika, the tongue flame of the Agni. Tasya madhye vahni shika aniyourdhva vyavastitah. Aniyourdhva, aniyah. Aniyah is an abumsaka linga. Aniyas shabdah. Aniyah, aniyasi, aniyamsi. Ekavachanam, dvivachanam and bahuvachanam. Aniyah, Aniyasi, Aniyamsi, plural. Napumsakalingam only. All first and two, Prathama and Dvitiya all comes with the same. Aniyaha is nothing but atom. So, Anu, it comes from Anu. But here, slightly you will get a different Shabdaha because of Aniyas, Sakaranta it goes. And under the Napumsakalinga, neutral gender format, Aniyaha it will come. Aniyo, Aniyo, Aniyaha, Urdhva, the flame is pointed upside. Aniyourdhva, Aniyaha Urdhva. It is pointed upside. Vyavastitaha. V is upasargaha. Yam you can take V yam, that vyava. Stitaha comes from stha dhatu. It also, stitaha is I think it also comes under the Krisanta format, stitaha, stita, stitam. So, in the Ikta Pratyaya format, it comes, the Krisanta format basically. So, stitaha means established, sthanam, stha is the dhatu. Vyavastitaha is the established thing, is established, it is establishment, practical, daily doing duty, something like that. So, V plus M for the students I am explaining, stitah, vyavastitah. It comes under the Pundlinga only, masculine gender. firmly established. Where? Tasya madhye vagnishika aniyaha urdhva vyavastitaha. It is his practical, daily established practice of, well-established practice of being where? Tasya madhye. We are all talking of the heart, which is now, earlier verses we saw, the heart is actually looking adho mukha, down over the nabhi, because it is above vitasya ante. Vitasti means 12 fingers gap from the nabhi, navel upwards is the heart. But actually it is adho mukha. But inside the heart all these things are there. Let us see what is there. Because we saw Padma Kosha, lotus bud. This is space. Kosha is a space, a room, a hall. No, I don't think of the hall. Here it is a very small space of the Padma, the lotus bud. Pratikashaha, Prati Ikshaha Ashaha. Similar to the lotus bud hanging like a pouch, the heart is like that. It's what it says. Tasya madhye Mahanagni. There is a Mahanagni also we saw earlier in the fourth part. Here Vagnishika, again, Aniya is atom. He is explaining everything, how the heart, the flame, how the paramatma, where he is. So Tasya madhye Vagnishika ani urdhva. Here, though the heart is facing down on the navel, on the nabhi, about 12 fingers above, vitastyante on the end, is this lotus bed. Now, what is there we have to see? Tasya madhye vagnishika aniyo urdhva vyavastitaha nilato yada madhyastad vidyullekeva bhasvaraha. Bhasvaraha, not bhaskara. Varaha is boom. I will come to that. So, tasya madhye vagnishika aniyo urdhva vyavastitaha nilato yadha madhyastad vidyullekeva bhasvaraha. Neela toyat. The neela means blue. Toyam patram pushpam phalam toyam. Yo mam prayachati. That's what Bhagavan says. Patram pushpam phalam or toyam, water. Agashat patitam toyam, water from the sky. Toyat is water cloud. So, Neelatho, Neela Toyat, Toyam, Neelato, like that. Yet, Neelato Yadamas, Yet Madhyas, from the Madhya, Madhyasthat, from the Madhya, Sthat, Panchami, Vibhakti, from the center. Let us go word by word. Neela Toyat, Madhyasthat, Vidyut, lightning. Vidyut means lightning. Vidyut iva bhaswar. Vidyut lekaha is line. The streak of line you see in the lightning, it is like that, the Atma. So Neelatho yada madhyastad vidyullekeva iva bhaskaraha. Just like iva is a word by independent word by itself, means just like Bhagavan. Iva saha asti, means he is like a Bhagavan. So, Neelatho yadha madhyastad vidyulleke iva bhasvaraha. Bhasathe. Bhas is means shining, radiating, glowing. Varaha, the boon he gives. The boon, what is that boon? The glowing, what we all see. Where it is like the blue water cloud. That is what the Toyat and Neelataha. Neela Toyat. Blue water means clouds. He is referring to Neelato Toyat Madhyastha. From the Madhya, the heart, there is something like a water cloud. The water cloud, what you see, the lightning streak radiating and blessing us with the boon, same, Iva. He is like that only. A description of the Paramatma, because the lightning gives us the bhasate. Vidyut bhaswar, vidyutham, vidyut is lightning. It shines, it glows, it's required. Coming from the center of the blue clouds during rainy season. That is what the Narayana Rishi says. Neelatho toyat. So neelaha toyat water. Patram pushpam phalam toyam, I told you. Neela toyat, blue water, means blue water clouds we have to take because of the vidyut. Lightning. Neelatho yat madhyastat. In the center of the heart is this lightning streak. He is like a lightning streak. That's what the Narayana Rishi says. Neelatho yada madhyastat vidyul leke. Leka means line. Lekaha means line only, border line. Vidyul leke va bhas varaha. The boon he gives, not bhas karaha. Bhas karaha is doing the doing the karaha means kr dhatu, doing the business of giving energy. Karaha. So varaha is boon. Neelato yada madhyastad vidyulleke vabhasvara nivara shukavathanvi pitava asya anupama nivara shukavat thanvi. So it's a bahuvrihi compound only you have to take. Nivara means actually it's a rice husk. At the top of that is very thin the fiber of the husk, you know. Nivara shuka. Shuka is again shuka is a food which gives energy to anybody for progeny. Food or any drink. So it refers to the rice husk, which is the husk of a grain, which was giving the energy for human beings in the Bharata Desha, because most of them were vegetarians, they eat rice products, grains, wheat, rice, or millets, whatever it is. So the Atma is what? It is like the Neelatho. Nivara shuka. Shuka is a food or a drink, something which gives procreation of human beings, progeny. Aphrodisiac, I would say. Neelatho Nivara shuka tan is a tanvi, is a strilinga. Tan means extended from thin. Tanvi. So not only the lightning they are referring to as a lekaha, but here also it is something like a very thin, very small, but extending. That food which extends, the food which gives progenitic power for progeny, for reproduction of life, that is referred to as some husk, some millet, whatever it is. The paramatma is like the nivara shukavat iktavat pratyanta kridanta format. Shukavat nivara shukavat tanvi pitava asya anupama. Pita, yellow. It is yellow also, it is a lightning also, it's a golden color. Yellow means gold here. Pita means pitambaram. Yellow is gold. So Pitava, definitely asya, of him, asya, again Shashti Vibhakti. Anupama, just like atom. Upama means comparison. Upama Kalidasasya, we say, no. Comparison, it is Kalidasa only, because beautifully he compares, like Gaganam, Gaganakaram, Sagaram, Sagaropamaha, Upamaha. So, it is just like the Atma, the energy, it is just like the husk, the tip, very thin. What type of food? The food that gives progeny power, reproduction power for human beings or all living beings. That type of a food which has the lightest, thinnest fiber, hair fiber. Tan means thin, extended. But it is so small. Everything. Like a string theory, you can't see the string, but in the string theory you have to assume and it is strings. So Nivara Shukavat Thanvi Pitava Asya Anu, atom, Upama. It's comparable to the Anu, atom only. The Atma itself. Atma is infinitely small dot. That's what the Rishi is saying. The entire universe came out from an infinitely small dot, Big Bang theory. So Nivara Shukavat Thanvi Pitava Asya Anupama. Anupama will come in chanting. Tasya shikaya madhye paramatma vyavastitaha. Tasya is a Srilinga of her. Something because of the shikaya, it's a Srilinga. The flame, Agni, Ikaranta sling. So shikaya is a not the tuft of the Brahmin, it is flame, the tongue, the flame tongue. Tasya satetaha tamtetaha tayata. It's Srilinga, Shashti Vibhakti, Ekavachanam, or even you can take Panchami from that. Because satetaha tamtetaha tayatabhyam tabhi tasyai tabhyam tabhyah tasyaha tabhyam tabhyah tasyaha tayoho tasam tasyam tayoho tashu is how it goes. Panchami and Shashti can come tasyaha. So from that, tasyaha shikaya madhye, in the flame, in the madhye, the center. Paramatma vyavastitaha. The vyavahara of Paramatma is there in the shikaya, in the center of the flame. Tasya shikaya madhye paramatma vyavastitaha. So finally they come to know that is the Paramatma. Where is the Paramatma? Where is the heart? He is inside the heart, the secret chamber of the heart. Where there is a space like a lotus bud, if it, the heart itself is adhomukha. And he is a Mahagni. He is the biggest Agni, you can say, Mahagni. Jwalamala Kulambhati. Jwala Mala. Garland of flames. Everywhere he radiates throughout the universe. And that heart is upside down. Inside is a bud. And at the tip, tasya vitasyanthe nabhya. See, that end of that bud, there is a sushiram sukshmam we saw last time. Opening sushiram, sukshmam, very minute. So in that minute, there is a flame, Agni, tasya madhye bhagnishika, like an atom, and in this tasya madhye, this Paramatma is vyavastitaha. Inside that bud, which is inside the down-looking heart on the navel, the flame is urdhva, the flame is upward burning, but everything what? In the tip of the end of the tip, there is a sushiram sukshmam, and inside that there is a flame burning urdhva upward, and in the center of that flame is the Paramatma. So before that, that Paramatma Mahagni radiates everything. Jwalamala Kulam, Akulam, completely Jwalam. Mala in the flames. And Shilabihi. The heart is strung by crystal. I am not saying it is a stone. Shila Kanta means stone. Shilabihi is a crystal-like structures, which is supporting the hanging heart, overlooking the navel. And inside that is a Padmakosha. Padmakosha means the space, smallest space of a lotus bud. Padmakosha pratikashagam hridayam cha api adhomukham. The hridayam is there, and inside that hridayam, which is adhomukaha, this bud is there, and sushiram sukshmam vitasyant at the end, there is a sushiram sukshmam, inside there is a flame. And it is something like a streak of light in the watery, rain-bearing blue clouds. Neelatho toyat madhyasthat. What you get? Neelatho yada madhyasthat vidyulekeva bhaswaraha. Vidyut lekaha, line of streak. Everything you see, it is so miniaturized. Very much contributing to the Big Bang theory of an infinitely smallest dot. Infinitely small Big Bang took place, say NASA scientists or scientists all over the world. It's an agreed phenomena, the creation of a Big Bang coming from an infinitely small dot. So the Atma is there. Angushta matro Atma. Jyodirva adhumakah. The second, next verse, first, Angushta matra madhya atmani tishtati. The Atma is in the madhya, body which is the chest, but he is also Jyotirva Adhumakaha, and he is the Ishana for Bhuta, Bhavya, all these kalas. That's what Gadopanishad, Yamadharma also says that. Here also it says. So, Tasya Madhye Vannishika Aniyo Ordhva Vyavastitaha Nilato Yada Madhyastad Vidyulleke Vabhaskara Bhasvaraha Nivara Shuka Bhat Anvi Pitava Asatyanopama Tasya Ashikaya Madhye Paramatma Vyavastitaha Sabbrahma Sashiva Sahari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat. He is the Sabbrahma, he is the Brahman, he is the Shiva, he is the Hari. Saha Indraha Sendraha. A plus E becomes A in the Sandhi rules. Sendraha Sabbrahma Sashiva Sahari Sendra Soksharaha Saha Aksharaha. Here means non-decaying, permanent. He is the Parama Swarat. Swarat, Rat comes from Raj. Dhatu, the Prathama Vibhakti will be Rat or Rang. Rat, Rajau, Rajah, we will say. Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam. So Rat, like Virat, Virat is actually Raj. But Rat, first Vibhakti you will get Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So he is the Parama Swarat. He is himself is the Swaraja. Parama Swaraj, Swarat. Swaraja. Raj is a Jakaranta Shabdaha we say. Jakarantaha, you can go into Punlinga or Napumlinga is also Jakaranta, it comes. Paramaswarat. Jakaranta Punlinga Shabdaha, Rat it will come. He is the Parama Swarat, Swaraja. So how they define the infinitely small dot inside the heart? So heart is the main thing. So heart is actually, as per the Veda, upside down in the formation of the Vedic heart, upside down, overlooking the Nabhi, and inside in the Padma Goshaha, in the lotus bud, there is at the end of the lotus bud, there is a small Sushiram Sukshmam, inside that is the flame. How is the flame? Nilatho Yadamat Toyam, Nil, the water bearing clouds containing the lightning, which will as a lekaha, lightning streak, which gives the bhashate, the shine, the radiation, the boon of the radiation. That small dot, there is a flame, Mahanagni is there, at the tongue of the flame, inside that, Urdhva looking upside, and in the Madhya, the Paramatma is residing. He is residing in every heart, every atom will have an heart. Sarvavyapi. So, under the highest philosophy, we don't see the Paramatma is living only in Swarga or Naraga. You will come to the heavens. God is in heaven. Paramatma has to be there in every atom. As Einstein says, God lives in nature. He will be in every atom. Atom of a stone, atom inside a stone, inside a chemical, inside my hair, inside my nails. Millions of atoms will be there. Every atom must be having an heart in its own way, and in the center of the heart, in the lotus bud space, all this end of that lotus bud, there is a whole Sushiram. That is what it is. So it is not, later on Puranas gave a formation to the God for a normal man to understand. Just like my mother tells me, if you do, when I was 2-year-old boy or 3-year-old boy, if you do mischief, God will come and poke your eyes. Every mother tells, mostly. God is so good that He will not come and poke your eyes. But my mother has to convey a meaning that I should not do mischief for my own good. I become a better human being, to do better karma. Likewise, Rishis wrote the Puranas downward as days go, how to indoctrinate, inculcate, imbibe, teach the ideas to a normal man. So I have to say, Rakshasa came, Devas fought with the Rakshasas, the good killed the evil, God gave that punishment, this punishment, so he suffered. So God gives no punishment, no reward. The highest philosophy. That is why Hinduism has the best philosophy. You cannot challenge it. So with this I am concluding my this part number 5. So next is the finality, Ridhagam Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam. I'll complete that. With that the Narayana Suktham will be over. So till such time, Bhuya Tavat Shubhamangalam Sarve Janah Stukino Bhavantu Stribhyah Dirgha Sumangali Bhava Sarvavyadi Nivarana Praptirastu Sarva Aishwaryam Sarva Aishwaryani Mangalani Cha Abhivriddhir Bhavatu Tadhastu. Please subscribe to my channel for its continuity. Till such time, Hari Om.